Hi, I'm the sex toy you keep underneath your bed, Yvonnedeculo.
And I'm your Joel Grey cabaret nightmare, Gloom.
And welcome to the Victory Lap, where we discuss the most recent episode of Season 9,
Season
bitches!
9.
Of No Nails. Welcome to Season 9, the season of Team Ronnie, the season of Suspicious Padding, and the season of No One Goes Home in the First Challenge. This, I feel like, is the easiest season so far for the queens, and I know that the Season 7 queens are looking back and being like, we had to do 2 fucking runways, and we had to do a main challenge with a Nude Illusion tearaway, and a cocoon. Where you have to do 2, not even main stage looks, in front of Lady Gaga, and you get to converse with Lady Gaga. And there's no elimination, so you could completely throw in the towel, bathwater baby, and like, there's gonna be no consequences. Like, you're not gonna go home. No one went home. It's crazy. Insanity to me. I did not even find my full titty padding. What were your top 3 entrance looks?
Gaga, and Gaga.
That's fair. She pretty much stole the entire show.
But if I had to pick, like, the other queens, Sasha. And I dug it, and I appreciated just screaming into the void. My number 2 was actually Trinity. It just looked really cohesive to me. And my number 1 was Valentina. I thought she was just so cute and polished and put together.
My top 3 entrance looks were Valentina, because of course she's sickening. I also really love Sasha, and I love that the crown is her thing. And I really, really loved Aja's outfit. I loved the texture of it, and everything about it was so cool looking. I would love to wear that outfit, but I'm not a huge fan of her mug. I think it needs a little bit of softening. But I loved that outfit. It was everything. I think the only real bad look for me was Shay's. I understood the reference that she was kind of making. I understand like the bougie banji thing. But it didn't really read like Monica's bougie banji look when she walked in for the first day. Because I feel like she really kind of embodied that. I didn't really get that from Shay's, and I didn't like the colors altogether. I thought it just looked a little sloppy.
I actually kind of dug it. It was a bit of an obscure reference, but it was very hotel season of American Story. Angela Bassett's character in her flashbacks when she was a star in the 70s, and that like orange with the green with the purple with the... I liked it. I dug it. I wasn't a huge fan of Charlie's, to be perfectly honest.
I don't even remember what she wore.
It was like that big boxy sunglasses thing.
Oh, okay. That's, yeah.
It just because it wasn't...
shape?
It wasn't even that it didn't have shape, because a lot of the queens didn't have shape in their coming in looks. It was just that it just didn't do anything for me. It didn't excite me. It wasn't like, ooh, that's fun. It was just, okay.
I feel like a lot of the entrance looks weren't really like, ooh, wow, that's exciting. Like, I feel like Season 8 was really good with that. Like, yes, y'all did that. I feel like these were kind of safe outfits. They all seemed a little safe. And none of them really seemed like, this is who I am, I'm larger than life. Like, they blew their costume load on those promo pictures. Those promo picture looks were everything. And these ones were like, these ones were aight.
I also didn't really like James's look.
Oh!
Game on, bitch! The Thwarple!
Dr. Bitchcraft! So now moving into the cunt pageant. Again, this was such an easy episode, and like, even the challenges themselves were not really that difficult. So the first challenge was to bring something from your hometown.
A hometown
book.
Third place for my top 3, I have Trinity. I know they said that it was kind of like blasé, and it kind of just like was there, but
like any town. I didn't agree.
I thought it was really fun. I thought it was exciting.
Whimsical.
It had like those warm orange beachy sunset colors that I kind of associate with Florida.
And there are a billion theme parks there.
So many.
And there was a huge alligator on it.
I
think, if I'm not mistaken, it was a huge alligator, and it should have had a little kid that it was eating, and then Mickey Mouse like, oh no! Trinity was also in my top 3 looks. I loved it, and I completely disagreed with them saying it didn't look Floridian. I thought it totally did, and the sun in the back, because it's the Sunshine State, right? And all the hand painted, the craft that went into that,
craftsmanship,
and that it was tailored to her body and still painted. Like, to paint a garment and then put it on your body, there's gonna be
some warping
and wrinkles and places where it settles, where the fabric is going to fall over itself. And there was none of that. It was perfectly tailored.
Yeah.
It was Trinity tailored. And it was perfection. I have RuPaul talking in my ear.
My number 2 is Valentina.
Fuck, I totally agree. She's in my top 3 as well.
She is Latina.
She's very Latina.
And she's very proud of her Latina heritage.
And that's great.
And that is great. And I love that. And she does it well without it being, like, campy.
We haven't really had a Latin queen come on and be so proud of their culture since Yara Sofia. Because Yara wore her traditional Puerto Rican outfit, she wore the Puerto Rican flag, like she was very proud to be Puerto Rican. And Valentina is very proud to be Hispanic Latina. You know,
she's proud of it, and she's proud to be a Latina American.
And she embraces it, and she finds that perfect melting pot.
Yeah,
you know?
And her outfit was so cute. I loved her like mariachi, bolero, bullfighter outfit with the sombrero. There was a lot more going into it, and I wish I was more knowledgeable on the culture to like accurately point out what each thing was referencing. The makeup was gorgeous.
Stunning. She's always
pretty.
She like gives me life.
That wink she does, because she's got such big eyes and she's got kind of a bendy face. It's literally like a cartoon wink, and it gives me life. And I loved the nude panel in the front. So it was like, does she have titties? Doesn't she? I loved it.
And it was very authentic with all the detailing in the costume. It was all very well put together and styled.
Gorgeous. My number 1 favorite look was actually Pheromone.
She was in my top 3 as well for outfits for that first one.
Which I am surprised, because when I saw Pheromone, like I've always thought she was pretty. She's gorgeous. I didn't think I was gonna like her very much, but I really do like her.
She's so cute, and I'm now insanely jealous she's on your team.
She's endearing, and I enjoy her. And this outfit was everything.
Like, it's so pretty.
I can see where the judges were saying where it didn't totally scream Vegas.
I completely disagree with Santino.
To me, it was very much like a themed show in Las Vegas.
Yeah! It totally read Las Vegas to me.
I mean, it still hits the Las Vegas things, but it needed a little more unpacking. It wasn't... The first thing you went to was not necessarily Vegas, maybe like a Broadway show.
No.
Or a show in Vegas.
It totally 100% read Vegas to me.
I think because it was a full gown type outfit, and
they wear gowns in Vegas. They don't just wear bikinis
but I think
and feathers.
If you're thinking just like Vegas, I think the judges were thinking more the
like
showgirl, Derek Barry, Bendola, something along those lines.
Bendola's not Vegas.
But she's that showgirl.
India Farah is a good example of like what Vegas is, and she does gowns. And I feel like that's the drag scene out there. And I feel like when you think Vegas, you want to think like the bikinis and the big feathers.
Right.
And like the short bobbed hair.
That's what I mean when I bring up Bendola.
I don't see Bendola doing that at all.
No,
She's
like
more vaudeville to me.
The showgirl with like the swimsuit cut with the big feather thing coming out.
That's fair.
I'm also thinking like old Vegas.
Old Vegas.
Kind of
I feel like what she's doing is very like now Vegas.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. The details were stunning. Her
outfits are always so on point. And I'm like, where are these bar queens getting all this money to do these insane outfits?
Tourists.
Probably. I was not really a huge fan of Alexis's swimsuit. It was kind of messy, and I agree with what the judges said. Like, the writing wasn't prominent enough, and I feel like it looked like one of those like, oh crap, I was supposed to come up with a look. And then she was like sitting at home the night before she was supposed to leave for Drag Race and took acrylic paint and just painted over the swimsuit. Because the writing didn't look like it had gotten a chance to completely dry, and so it kind of smeared like in packing. And like it didn't read correct. And maybe that's what she was going for with the graffiti thing, but it didn't read to me. I think if she wanted to look graphic graffiti, she should have done big bold black and then done some like color in it too. Like
actual graffiti.
Like actual graffiti is, you know?
My actual least favorite look, which was James.
I really didn't like hers either. I thought she looked like Magnolia Crawford.
I actually had Nina in my bottom 3. But then when I saw it more, like when they were talking about it, I realized it was actually really ingenious how she managed to turn a paper peach head into such a smooth thing. Like When I saw the picture, that gif of her, like, take a bite of this peach, I thought that was a latex full piece.
That was like cardboard or like construction paper.
Whatever it was.
The blending from that makeup to that whatever it was impeccable.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I may not like her makeup. That was everything.
That was really, really well done. Really creative. I just wish she had gone a little further with the dress itself. The dress was a little too off the rack. Like, I understand she kind of hinted she's more of a budget queen, but like,
and that's fine.
I would have liked to see something a little bigger, a little more like, I'm gonna go have tea on the porch while I eat my Georgia peaches. You know what I mean? I think that would have taken it to the next level, maybe.
I don't know what she could have done with the outfit, though.
Honestly, what would have made it for me, because she's Southern Georgia Peach, the full, like, going back to Tara, Gone with the Wind, oh, Ashley gown, and then the peach head. Because that tells you everything you need to know about Nina, is that she can do it, she can bring it, but she's gonna twist it. And that's what would have made it for me, was the full Southern Belle outfit on the bottom with the peach face.
For my Lady Gaga drag, I don't really have like a top 3, I only have a top 2, because I think only 2 of them really impressed me. I will say though that this was so much better than who was that? Madonna's. I was gonna say Gwen Stefani. This was so much better.
That was your drag competition.
That was my drag competition. This was so much better than the Night of 1,000 Madonnas. And I feel like nobody brought a meat dress because everyone thought like someone's gonna bring the meat dress. And there's gonna be like 6 meat dresses, so let's not bring it at all. And I wish that somebody had, because my bottoms I felt like they were really pedestrian. But there were really only 2 that like stuck out to me, and that was Sasha's. I really liked hers, and I loved what she did, and I understand it's an easy look, but I think it was sickening. And then Trinity's Countess look was like everything because it was relevant. And I feel like that's what's important. If you do if you're impersonating somebody, you do something that's relevant.
Trinity was also my number 1. I thought it was great. I loved it. She could hit all the points: the bleached eyebrows, the perfect coiffed hair, the blood. And it was exciting to see, because it was not the first thing you think of. You think of Gaga's looks, you think of her looks in her music videos, you think of her looks at award shows.
The meat dress.
The meat dress! But to go to that, I thought that was great. I really loved Charlie's, because out of all of the reconstructed looks, other than Trinity's, it was one of the most well put together and one of the more difficult ones of those. I thought she did a great job. It was right on point. And then in third place, I have to give it up to Eureka for the telephone dress, the jail one. Because again,
it was spot on.
It was a spot on recreation, and it was well done.
For the Gaga runway, my bottoms were Peppermint, Valentina, and Alexis. I thought they all just looked so ordinary, so plain, and it's not that they were bad looks, it just, they didn't excite me.
I did not care for Nina's, actually, and not because it wasn't creative, not because it wasn't well done. She took that iconic look and she put a spin on it. It looked so unfinished when they pulled in closer, and that really bothered me.
That's
like
fair.
it didn't have the detail again. I wanted the detail there. I also did not care for James's look. From afar, it looked fine, but I didn't get like the weird characterization she was doing with it.
It was weird.
The wig was a mess.
And James is really good with wigs. I don't understand that. I don't understand what happened.
And then the dress up close, something looked really weird and messy about it up close. And I can't talk about it. My actual least favorite was Kimura's, because
it was awful. I hated it.
It was based on something Gaga wore, but it was like,
at the end of the day, it was Kimura block.
It was
wasn't
Kimura.
Gaga.
Like, it was that stripy PC like nude illusion thing, much like her promo look. That stripy, blocky thing, much like all her looks that I've seen.
It was Adore Delano does RuPaul. It was like, that's not RuPaul.
Yeah,
that's Adore.
It was just, it was so safe for Kimura. I think that's really what bothers me, because it was like, oh, this looks the most like something I would do. I'll do this one.
I already had this hanging in my closet.
Yeah,
I'll wear this.
And the actual thing that Kimura wore, it looked more Rihanna to me than it did Gaga. Which, hey, I love Rihanna, but it's not what I'm here for.
My favorite part of this whole like runway though was that Gaga was able to look at each outfit and explain the stories behind them and the designers that went into it. I feel like you could not grab any celebrity right now, snatch them out and show them a picture of them on a red carpet and be like, tell me the story of this. Gaga knew the designer, she knew the story that happened, when it happened, like where she was and what was going on in her life. And I feel like that shows that she really cares about her art. And even though I don't know too much about her, I can get a good sense of her as a human being just from hearing her talk about these people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you are a fantastic artist.
And she's in the fashion world. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that Rihanna's like that too, actually.
Really? My top for tonight was Trinity. And that shocks me that she was my favorite. Because I didn't think I was gonna like her at all.
I forgot
from
she
her
was
Meet
here.
the Queens, I couldn't remember her. I couldn't remember she was there. But she was my winner tonight. And I was, like, baffled at why she didn't win because I thought both of her looks were spot on. And the Nina one, like, yes, the makeup was impeccable with that peach one. It was, I hate to use this word, but the makeup was perfect, what she did, like with that blending. The rest of it was not so great, but that was perfect. And like, her Gaga one was cool, but like,
she put a spin on it, which I appreciated.
It wasn't like what Trinity, like, I don't know. I thought Trinity was amazing. I thought she should have won.
What I will say for Nina, actually speaking, since we were just talking about Kimura, like, I'm gonna do this because this goes what I have. Nina took the Gaga challenge and made it her way while still staying very true to Gaga, which is what I really liked. But for me, it was just that there was some really unpolished edges to it.
And that was both of her looks. They both looked a little unpolished.
Yeah, which was unfortunate. But, I mean, she's getting the underdog at it for sure. She is the underdog.
She's getting the Chi-Chi.
She's the Chi-Chi.
She's the Chi-Chi of this season.
She is the Chi-Chi of this
one
season.
One that we didn't really expect anything from, but she's probably going to
She already won the first
better.
episode. I really enjoyed the episode. I just wish it didn't feel so rushed, much like we are right now, rushed.
It did feel rushed.
It felt very rushed, which I understand. It's Gaga. She probably is literally like moving into her Joanne tour as we speak.
And only had one or 2 days to film.
She only had one or two. This had to have only been done in one day.
It looked like it legitimately was. We didn't even get RuPaul in drag, which was like...
We didn't get Ru in drag.
And we didn't get that awkward conversation. You don't know how to sew? I love that moment.
I'm hoping the next episode really, like, goes in hard. And I understand, like, if you have Gaga, you work in Gaga's time.
Exactly.
And you make the sacrifices you have to make when you're RuPaul's Drag Race, and it's one of the biggest living gay icons right now, Lady Gaga. You do what you gotta do. If that means Ru's gonna wear that yellow suit the whole time, Ru's gonna wear the yellow suit.
Yeah.
So I understand. I wish we had gotten a little more something, because it all felt very...
Especially last season, we got 3 90-minute episodes.
Yeah.
And this year, they're like, no 90-minute episodes for you.
However, there was something pretty big and exciting about
14th Queen, which I've heard about this for months, that there was going to be another one. Someone's coming back, and I'm positive I know who it is.
Same.
And I think it's Cynthia.
All I'm gonna say is, when I saw the Queen walk up the steps, when I saw that butt,
They flashed on the cuckoo.
when they flashed on that butt, I literally
That
drew a
flat
picture
cuckoo.
of a butt and just scrawled "Hola mis amores" on my note. If it is Cynthia, I'm very excited. I'm glad she's back. Any Queen coming back, it's always cool. And like I said, I really hope the next episode just really
Hits
gives
hard.
it to us. I am eternally grateful that Gaga was able to come in for this episode. I think it set the tone for a much more positive season. I don't know, just Gaga. I don't know. I'm just in the Gaga high because she was so cool. I'm excited. We get Lisa Kudrow next week.
Right? I was expecting her way later in the season.
I'll be there for you, Lisa Kudrow. I'm excited for this season. I just hope we get more.
I want more.
This
I'm like
whole,
Ariel.
I just really.
I want more.
This whole episode, I just realized, felt like an extended teaser.
It did. It didn't feel like a complete episode.
Maybe it's because we didn't get the main stage challenge. We didn't
even
get the
get a
workroom.
mini challenge. We didn't get a photo challenge.
Because we didn't get all that. Maybe that's why. This felt like an extended Meet the Queens teaser
It did.
thing. But
I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad. It worked, and I'm wet and ready for more.
Thank you all so much for watching this episode of the Victory Lab. Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments down there. And if y'all go and try to come for me for my wigs, or my lashes, or my lack of nails, or that my titties are only an A tonight, you can come to my shows and tip me a 20, and I'll buy myself a nice lace front wig. Tip me 2 20s, and then I'll buy a really nice lace front wig, and then you don't have to come for my hair anymore. Thank you all so much for watching. We will see you all again next week. Bye! I decided what I was gonna do for my hometown look if I were in it. I would, because I'm from Yucca, I would probably do like a big like cactus type of a thing, and then have like the arms come all the way down and be like Muppet fur almost, so it was like wispy, and then like do like the yucca plant type of a pose, you know? And then on my head have like a big like cactus flower, like a huge giant flower.
I would have said, if you were doing your hometown look from Yucca Valley, that you would have just gone as a normal woman, but with like cocaine all over your face.
And like no teeth.
No teeth.
Like blacked out teeth. All of my teeth, except one.
Except for one.
And then like rotted it.
Coke.
Rotted, gutted tooth.